everybody, and welcome to highlights of practice 5 and 6 for the 2022 Indy 500. Now we've got full coverage of practice 5, but for practice 6 it's a slight report as we were covering the Formula 1 Grand Prix in Spain. Let's get straight into the action though, to Fast Friday for practice 5. And the green flag is officially back out here at the Brickyard. Now, for those joining us, Castro Neves set a lap time, 228.229 miles an hour, and then bang, race control lost all power. So what that means is we've been waiting around for around about 45 minutes for race control to get their power back and to start everything back up again. But now, finally, we can start practice number 5, Fast Friday for the 2022 Indianapolis 500. You can't wait, I can't wait. Let's get into the action and let's go green. So across the line then comes Santino Ferrucci, 6th fastest as things currently stand. But what I'm liking to see at the moment is that it is Rossi, 231.883 miles an hour, the fastest of the weekend so far, goes to the Andretti that we've been worried about all weekend long. Brilliant. Romain Grosjean crosses the line and jumps up to 3rd, 229.444 miles an hour. He is mega fast out there at the moment. Exactly what we like to see. Brilliant. Let's take a look at the battle computer. And yeah, Rossi, Palou, Grosjean, all up there. Daly as well. It's a good run so far. In the 5th practice session, Grosjean making moves, and the Andretti's once again looking fast. 1-3 as things stand, as Grosjean crosses the line. 212 miles an hour as he approaches it, though. Hit 240, though, on the back straight away, did Grosjean. Wow! And something fell off the side of Romain Grosjean's car. And something also fell off the 14 Dalton Kellett, some little bit of carbon fibre, but it looks like some part of helmet tubing, maybe for the cooler, came off the back of Grosjean's car. We'll double check with it, but Ferrucci comes into the pit lane and Grosjean's in there too. Pato O'Ward is trying now to do a total of 4 laps across the line then. 231.799 miles an hour, and average is good at 227. So let's take a look then. Average lap time for Pato O'Ward, 230.111 miles an hour. Lap 1, 231.7. Lap 2, 230.8. Lap 3, 229.9. Lap 4 is 227.8. So that's a great first run there for Pato O'Ward out there on the track. Brilliant. Yeah, it's looking good so far then for Jimmy Johnson. 10th fastest, just down to 11th. Oh, caution! Caution. Don't know why just yet. I'm sure we'll take a look at it. Jimmy Johnson hasn't reached that caution flag yet. He approaches the line now and takes a 10th fastest time, which is nice. Into the bankings in for turn 1. Rises up the hill to turn 2. Now we're slightly behind on the TV pictures we're watching, so we don't know why the caution's out. That's why he touched the wall. Jimmy touched the wall, exit turn 2, and that brought the caution out just to check the track, I presume. But Jimmy Johnson massively got away from that one. I think he's broken the front suspension toe link, but that's why the caution came out. Contact for the 48 at turn 2. Rises up, brushes the wall too much, and just leaves some rubber on it. Nothing dropped on the track. They've got to go out and check. But my goodness, Jimmy Johnson pushing it as much as he needs to. Caution's out here at the Brickyard for Johnson making that small error. He'll get it back to the pit lane though, so no problems. Scott McLaughlin having big, massive tank slappers on that car right now as well. And he's struggling out there. He's nearly in the wall at turn 3 as well. McLaughlin pushing hard here at the Brickyard. Now he's just got to keep it calm. He doesn't need to do something silly as McLaughlin gets told to pit this lap. And he jumps up to P5. And this was why. Exit turn 2, gets a little wiggle over some paper bags and nearly puts in the wall at over 240 miles an hour through that part of the track. Scott McLaughlin has no fear. And Marcus Ericsson jumps up to third then, 231.782 miles an hour, just ahead of Newgarden, but just behind O'Ward by a fraction. About, 14 thousandths of a miles an hour? Looking really quick out there, but Marcus Ericsson proving that now's the time to be out there. The wind's died down. This is really the push time we need to start seeing as they head down the back straightaway. Venus VK is heading out onto the track, but as things stand, nobody is out there. If we take a look at the times, he's the only one. The wind speed is just too much, it seems, to suffer. So right now, we are seeing Rossi, O'Ward, Ericsson, Kanaan, McLaughlin, Newgarden, Power, Palou, Rosenquist, and David McCulkus completing out the top 10. Other than that, it's a pretty shocker going on here at the Brickyard. Let's keep our fingers crossed and hope it's going to be an okay one and a good one to get all the systems down. Sato across the line then. We've opened up the camera on the battle cam because we've lost our driver tracker. Race Control have lost the systems as well, so we're making do for the moment. But Sato up there as well. 15th, 229.220 miles an hour. He's done a 4-lap average, and that average is out at 224, so not a great average there. But Sato up to 15th overall, come back into the pit lane. This is what's going to be like. One car's going to head out there, set some lap times, and then that's it. Come back in, and that's enough for them. Sato, of course, the 2017 and the 2020 Indy 500 winner. The two-time winner as well. What a year that was, emptying the milk over him. This was him back in 2020 in the month of August, taking the lead into turn 1 away from Scott Dixon. Safety car came out and led it across the line as well, with no fans out there as well. Sato as a two-time champion. But saying that, Sato's coming back out on the track for another run. Good on him. So, 3 hours down, 3 hours to go. And everyone has still a lap time, but that's it. Nobody else is out on the track. Dalton Kellett, the only one out there. They're all heading out, doing 2 laps and coming straight back in again as well. Alexander Rossi's parked him for the rest of the day. He's only done 4 laps. 231.883 miles an hour is his fastest time as well. I genuinely think we might be in the situation where that is it. Actually, 100%, we might not get anyone else out there. Maybe with an hour to go, they'll go out there and try and find some pace, but right now, there's no point. So Helio Castroneves then does the 227.516 as the run average. Lap 1 was 229.3, lap 2, 228.1, lap 3, 227.1, lap 4, 225.3 miles an hour, averaging out, as I said, 227 miles an hour. But that's, I think, all 32 cars that have taken part in this session are now back in the pit lane. Nobody is out on the track, and that's because the wind speed is just way too high. Well, into the waiting game, I suppose. The highlights are going to be super easy for you to watch, and especially when I get around to editing it. When you see it tomorrow before qualifying, it's insane. So Juan Pablo Montoya then is the only driver out there on the track. We'll scroll down so you can see where he is. 29th overall, 229.568 was his turn 1 speed. His best lap, however, he's the slowest overall, 207.017 miles an hour in today's session. Harvey Rahal Longard not set anything at the moment. But can Montoya then set his first proper lap of the day? He's doing a 4-lap average. That's what we're going to be looking at to see whether or not he can find and keep the pace on the screens. What's his first proper lap then? Montoya jumps to 26th on a 223.764 mile an hour lap. Montoya abandoned his 4-lap run, then comes straight into the pit lane. Only doing 3 laps on the board and does 223.764 miles an hour then as the fastest time here at the Brickyard. 2 hours, 28 minutes to go then in practice number 5. And sadly, not much happening. Caution is out, nothing to be alarmed about. This is the scheduled track inspection out here for practice 5, but nobody's out there anyway on the circuit. So IndyCar will go out, check the circuit, and then we'll go green again. But with 2 hours to go, this will be the time that everyone starts to come out back on the track. Green flag's been back out for a while now. Conor Daly's just done a 4-lap run, and there goes the caution again. So caution is out for debris, we're being told. So that was ironic timing, eh? Still, Daly, 18th fastest overall. So we got some action finally. Conor Daly's had to bail on lap time because Santino Ferrucci was ahead of him and he was coasting through turn 1. And a little hand there from Daly is like, what were you doing? And let's listen to the radio.
Gonna run up on him quick, Connor. He's not on the throttle. An idiot. Inside, you're clear.
Like, are they serious?
His spotter's not even on rough.
Wow, his spotter's not even on rough, and they're right, he's just sat there. They're not even watching out there right now. The spotter's not watching for Ferrucci. There'll be a big whack for that. Conor Daly then he lost a run there, effectively. That's not good. Both back in the pit lane. We've got a caution. Full course caution is out. Don't know why. It's only a carpet around the track. Presumably, it's for a squirrel. Well, we had a fox a few days ago, and now we've got a squirrel on the start-finish straight. And up it goes. Go on, over the fence, please, Mr. Squirrel. Go on over the fence. It's now sat on the start-finish straight on top of the safer barrier, and it just won't move. Caution's out. I tell you what, who's got eagle eyes for the squirrel that is just sat there on the track? That's put out the full course caution. David McCulkus then out there on the speed runs, 230.1 mile an hour, and he's jumped up 230.769. So David McCulkus stays P5 and is looking mega fast as he heads down the back straightaway in towards turn number 3, takes the high line, drops it mega low, and this is looking good. Into turn 4. Now, what is the second lap speed? This is the interesting part as well. Across the line, and the exit speed, yeah, it's going to be 230 across the line, yep, 230.1, brilliant. 230.1 across the line for McCulkus, still not a 231.4, that's decent though. In the win, that's brilliant. Scott Dixon just set a personal best time, but he is down in 30th place. 216 mile an hour at the moment, but now he's going a lot quicker. 234.101 is now his best lap time. Puts him 30th overall on the board. Just a few hundredths miles an hour off Colton Herta at the moment is at the back. Let's see what Dixon's time is this time as he crosses the line for the second lap run and jumps up into P5 with a 234.1. That's amazing. 231.5 now. Well, let's see the overall speed. 231.530. Correct. Dixon goes into 5th position overall. Jimmy Johnson, he touched the wall earlier on in the practice session now. He's back out on the track with 43 to go. He's good out the last corner. Down to the line. 15th at the moment. Can he improve up the board? Cross the yard of bricks. 229.0 across the line. Now this is the 4th lap. This is the big one. Big lift through turn 1. Good through turn 2. Takes him off on the inside line. Drifts it out where he crashed earlier on. Well, I say crashed, brushed the wall. So fine. Down the back straight away. Into turn number 3. Takes the low line as well. Super smooth. Little bit of a lift. Dabbing the brake. Into turn 4. No brake at all, full throttle, down to the line. What's the speed then for Jimmy Johnson? Can he get up there for 15th place? Cross the line, 4-lap run, takes the checkered flag. 228.972, improves on speed, not position. Let's take a look at the 4-lap average then for Jimmy Johnson. First lap, 228.9. 229.3. Second lap, 229.9. 229.0. Third lap, 228.9. Fourth lap, average running speed, 229.094 miles an hour. Second fastest in the run average. That's a mighty good performance. There's a load of carbon fibre on this track now, and a load of rubbish as well, being like polystyrene as well, and plastic being shrunk around the back of the track. And with the wind as well, it just gets blown away and blown onto the track. Now, I won't be surprised at all if they decide to throw the caution again here, to be fair, and try and clean this track up. But with 24 minutes to go, it would end the session already. So we're in a position where if race control decide to throw the caution, that could be the end of Fast Friday and the end of practice 5 for the 106th running of the Indianapolis 500. Takuma Sato, 232.789 miles an hour, fastest of the weekend so far, and there is no doubt that this Japanese driver is absolutely on it and on the quest to win a third Indy 500. He seems to have got that Dale Coyne Racing with RWR working perfectly. Lap 2. Now, that's a 232.6, so only a tenth of a mile an hour off his own best time from the previous run. This is looking brilliant from Sato as Tony Kanaan exits the pit lane as well. So this is quick. This is really, really fast now. Round turn 3 for Sato. Fifth gear, little lift, back on the power. Nearly got blew into the wall there as well. That might cost him a couple out of the last corner. Now across the line this time around. What's his lap time? Oh, he's dropped a lot. 228.374 miles an hour now. So Sato's lost that, but still, a 232.789. That's impressive. Can he take the top of the averages that we've seen so far today? Nearly into Johnson's wall patch there as he comes out of turn 2. Down the back straight away. Gets a nice toe off Graham Rahal, who's out, and Tony Kanaan as well. Round the last couple of corners then. Powers it to the line. Out of turn 4, the last corner. Takuma Sato, he's top of practice 5. He's top 3 of the 5 sessions so far this weekend. One got cancelled, remember. Is this going to be good enough again? Cross the line. 224.9 is the last lap time. So the average goes third overall. He lost 4 miles an hour per lap on 3 and 4 due to the wind. Lap 1, 232.7. Lap 2, 231. And it dropped down overall. Third fastest ending the combined time, but Sato fastest in practice 5. Christian Lundgaard then, 23.6 first lap, 25.2 second lap, 25.5 third lap. His last lap time, a 225.8, averages it out as his fastest. 225.883 miles an hour. He goes 28th overall on the control run. More cars going out. We're going to open up the battle graphics. Tony Kanaan goes top of the combined average times, 230.517 miles an hour. He strung the best laps together. 231.3, 230.4, 230.6. Last lap, a 229.5. He goes fastest overall then in the average practice times for the 500. McCulkus will be second, Karan third, O'Ward fourth, Sato fifth. Johnson 6th, that's second row. Third row, Pagano, Kashnevis, Ericsson. Fourth row, McLaughlin, Newgarden and Rosenquist at the moment. They're the fast 12 as things stand. So that is a great look to go forward for tomorrow in that fastest 4-lap average. I'm even taking a photo of it before it goes off the screen so that we can remember that and note it down tomorrow for the race as well. So, 4 minutes left. Time for the last runs of the day here on a very windy Fast Friday. And hopefully tomorrow's qualifying is going to be absolutely fantastic. 29 seconds left then. Devlin DeFrancesco will be the only driver out on the track to take the checkered flag. It's Takuma Sato who's topped Fast Friday, 232.789 miles an hour. Rossi second fastest. O'Ward third. 3 lights, 2 lights, 1 light. Checkered flag is out. Oh, and Devlin doesn't even take the checkered flag. He comes back through. Takuma Sato then. Is he a genuine threat for this year's Indy 500? Out of the 3 practice sessions with all of the cars that we've run, he's topped all of them. We didn't race for practice 3 because it got washed out. Practice 1 was the refreshers course, only had 32 of the 33. But Takuma Sato is still fast. In terms of the best lap average, though, it's Tony Kanaan, 230.517 miles an hour. David McCulkus, 230.287. Sage Karam, 230.114. Pato O'Ward, 230.111. Sato's 5th, 229.680. Johnson 6th, 229.0. Pagino 7th, 227.6. Cashineres 8th, 227.5. Ericsson 9th, 227.4. McLaughlin 10th, 226.4. Newgarden 11th, 226.1. And Rosenquist 12th as well on 226.5. So, this is it then. Tomorrow it's qualifying. And it's going to be live here on YouTube. Megan Birch and Matthew Owens will be taking you through the first 90 minutes of the action as well. I'll be joining you for the rest of the broadcast as well. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. I can't wait. I bet you can't either. Stay with us. It's going to be great. From today, though, it's Sato from Rossi, O'Ward, Ericsson, Dixon, Rosenquist, McCulkus, Kanaan, McLaughlin, and Newgarden, the top 10. Okay, so on to practice 6 then. Everyone got away with it quite okay. It was Ed Carpenter who was the fastest there with over 234 miles an hour. Jimmy Johnson and Scott Dixon were looking mighty fast as well. It was a bad session from Simon Pagino, not even in the top 15 as well. The Meyer Shank Racing's not looking entirely well up there as well. But it was a good, strong effort from Sato once again. But it's the first time that Sato hasn't been near the top in one of these sessions. Ed Carpenter, of course, born in Indianapolis as well, looks to be very, very quick and on the mark once again. We'll be back then for highlights from practice 7 that happened with the Fast 12 on Saturday, and then we'll be back for coverage as well of what happened on Monday at the final practice before carb day. Stay with us here on YouTube for all of the Indy 500 action.